Welcome to West Texas Droning, episode number 35. There's no place like home. All right, we'll get the preliminaries out of the way. We're going to go check the weather, which we check the weather. The only reason I did this is normally if it's clear, I don't mess with this on the recording, but I was going to show you it was cloudy, so I put up the weather. And also something I'm checking now is ADSB on my phone. I can pull it up and see if there's any aircraft in the area. I'm where the black dot is, so you can see there wasn't really much in the way of air traffic for me to be concerned about. Now on to the intro.
Morning, everybody. You know who, you know where. We're out here on a nice day, kind of cool, a little bit windy, but not too bad. We're going to do an experiment with the Mini 3 that concerns the return to home accuracy. Another YouTuber did an experiment with his Mini 4 Pro, and he took it off in the air, hovered it there, updated the home point, flew a mission, came back, and did a return to home to see if the landing accuracy was better than not doing the update home point. It didn't work very well for him. I commented on his channel, I guess if it doesn't work very well for a Mini 4 Pro, it's certainly not going to work for a Mini 3, so I don't think I'll waste my time doing it. His reaction was, what's the matter? You chicken? So anyway, we're going to go ahead and try it just to appease his ire and see if it works. And after we do that, whether it fails and works, then we'll probably do some flying around with the Air 3 just to get some footage. A little bit cloudy, but not too bad. Light winds, not too bad yet, and it's a nice temperature, so I think we'll get started. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the show.
All right, here we go with the first flight test, and this is going to be the one where I launch the drone and I update the home point after hovering over the pad for a few seconds and fly around, return to home, and see how the landing accuracy is affected by that experiment. All I have to do is figure out how to do the update home point. I can't find it, it's not there, honest. Update home point, there it is, I'll be darned. You'll hit it one of these days. So then I have to make another decision, and I choose aircraft. I don't know why, I just did. And okay, and now we'll get on with the flight. And it says home point is updated. As you see, there was some cloud cover that day, but it was high. It's up like 12,000 feet, so it wasn't a factor as far as my altitude goes. I didn't have to stay below any clouds. They were well above the 400 feet AGL that I had to limit at. Didn't have anything particular in mind as far as what I was going to fly. I just wanted to fly around a while and then maybe get up max altitude, max distance, do a return to home and see what happens. There's my max altitude. I'm considering the practice of taking my iPad out when I fly. It has connectivity through its cellular function, and just keeping ADS-B Exchange loaded and opened all the time so I can just monitor for aircraft when I'm flying around. I think that might be a good safety thing to do. And there we've hit our max distance, and we're going to do a return to home and see the landing accuracy of a Mini 3 who has had its home point updated directly, I hope, above the landing pad after takeoff. There's the pad, and me just to the south of it, and just to the south of me is the taco. So now we're going to see how the accuracy is affected by doing the home point update hovering above the pad. It appears to me that it's going to be a little bit off center. Of course, this is a Mini 3. And as we descend, we see some pretty big rocks there, and we look like we're going to miss the pad. So I went ahead and took over the controls. I didn't cancel the landing. I just took over the controls, moved it over a little bit, and tried to avoid those rocks. And here's what that landing looked like from my iPhone camera. You can see it struggling with me, saying, who's in control of this? And there it is. So now we're going to see what happens on the regular flight with the Mini 3 without updating the home point. And off we go. And there wasn't much difference, I don't think, in the wind speed. They were pretty light, and they stayed the same pretty much during both flights, and maybe a little less cloud cover, but these flights were really close together. All I did in between is I did put a new battery in the Mini 3. And I don't know if that would have made a difference or not. And again, we'll fly around a while to get it lost and climb to max altitude and max distance, and then we'll execute another return to home. There's our max altitude, and I set the Mini 3's max distance a little lower than the Air 3. Obviously, it's a lot smaller vehicle and easier to lose track of. And here comes the return to home. Here we come back over the landing point. There's the landing pad, and me just to the south, and Taco again just south of me. This one is looking like it's going to be a little bit closer than the first flight test. And you'll notice an odd little thing that happens here as it lands, even though it comes down pretty much on the pad. And I didn't do this. It just scoots itself over a little bit just to show me it can find things. See that little scoot? Here's what the landing looks like. Weird little scoot. I didn't do that. It did. It said, hey, I'm not hitting where I want to be. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the little test demonstrating that updating the home point above the pad doesn't do any good, maybe does a little harm, as the second one where I didn't update the home pad landed closer to the pad than the first one. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate your time and attention. We ask you to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. We appreciate that support, and we hope you come by and see us next time. Until then, God bless.